Shake it up is all that we know. Using the bodies up as we go. I'm waking up to the fantasy. The shades around aren't the colors we used to see. Broken eye still melts in the sun. And times that are broken can't often be won again. We're so alone and so really matters to me. Take a look around. You're out of touch. I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. You're out of touch. I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. Oh, oh. That's a great song.
That is a
from
good
Grand Theft Auto, right?
Well, Hall & Oates. Actually, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
It is, yeah. It is. I think it was...
GTA 4.
Yeah, GTA 4 Vice City. Because that was the 80s theme one, right?
That was my favourite one.
Yeah, it was my favourite too. Because they had...
I remember the Italians. Yeah, Aminchia!
No, that was GTA 3, you fuck.
Well, fuck God, I'm getting old there.
Yeah, you're getting
My
old.
headphones are
No,
falling off.
GTA 3.
GTA has popularised a lot of songs. Like, there's so many songs where people come and do, like, I'll look at it on YouTube and they're like, I'm here because of GTA or I'm here because of Assassin's Creed. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Well, guess what I need to do? I need to put that in our little
What?
hashtag in the bottom of YouTube for GTA. Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? Let's
Search engine optimization,
totally
mate. We'll talk
cheese
about
it.
it for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Let's cheese it up so we get more people and they go, oh, they want to talk about GTA and they click on it and they go, what are these
Well,
for?
motherfuckers, I remember when Grand Theft Auto was a top-down game, so fuck you all.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you a little story.
Yeah.
I went back to training this week, so I can't be a big fat fuck like I am, right? And I always used to wear, this is no bullshit.
Pancakes for breakfast?
No, listen to this fucking little story. This is a true story. I used to rock up to the weapons studio, right? And
shout out to
the weapon. He's been listening. He's on in a couple of weeks too. And the weapon, I used to turn up, no bullshit, wearing a Grand Theft Auto t-shirt.
Yeah.
Right? And it got fucking holes in it. It got worn out so bad. And he used to go, Jesus Christ, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
And so when I came back this week, I rocked up in my Grand Theft Auto t-shirt and there were tears in our eyes. And he goes,
Bloody memories.
yeah, and it was fucking moth-eaten, holes under the armpits. It was a fucking...
Kind of like the game itself. Yeah.
It was a debacle. Debacle. Let's introduce this friggin' show. This is Invert The Why episode, stardate log 12.1.5.9, and the USS Invert The Why is orbiting another Class M planet of fucking bullshit.
Amazing.
And I'm joined as always by Jason Relaxation, and we've got a very, very special guest, Sassy Suhini.
Yeah.
Do you like that one?
I did. I appreciate that name.
I could have said something else, but then I thought your husband would beat me up when I fucking...
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the alliteration can get wild with the letter S.
Oh, yeah, we can go...
Yeah.
Running wild with that bullshit. No, so I thought I'd just keep it simple.
Sass Queen, that's... Yeah, no.
Sass Queen.
Yeah.
All right, fuck, that's not bad. Let's just keep calling her Sass Queen.
Sass Queen.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what we're going to roll with.
All
Rock
right.
and roll.
Cool.
So I don't know what episode we're up to anyway. Listen, I want to start this show. I did pre-warn Sassy Suhini with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here goes a rant.
I got a fucking bone to pick with you, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for this.
I didn't realise that I was working alongside Mussolini, the fucking fascist that you are. You know why? Let me tell you a little fucking story.
I'm ready. I'm
Are you
waiting.
ready?
I'm
So
waiting.
I'm going to have to cut this out as
No,
well.
you don't.
No.
This is what the point is, you fuck. I get a fucking message halfway through the week and he says, I have to cut out everything you said about this certain topic that we were talking about.
And it will remain that way.
Right? And it will.
What was the topic?
Well, apparently...
We'll tell you offline.
Apparently, I offended an entire country.
It sounds like a standard day for you, Retro Dan.
I have a feeling, Suhini, you'll back me up on this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll tell you when we're done with this bullshit, right? But apparently I offended an entire country.
Right.
So this little fuck sends me a message and goes, guess what?
Yep.
Have to cut it all out.
We're talking about a 30-minute rant.
30 minutes.
I refuse to publish because it was just over the
And
top.
he says...
But how big is this country? Are we talking like, a country that has like, say, 1 billion plus population?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I
you
offended about
can't.
1 billion people, he says. And he says, I got to think about my wife and children. Oh, fuck, mate. How bad can it be? Right?
What you said is pretty bad.
And yeah, apparently.
Wait. Was it trolley related?
No, I didn't troll.
No. Trolley. Shopping trolley related.
No, it was not. It was way worse.
I fucking went off. But
All right.
But I had rationale behind it, and I was like, "This is what I think, right?" Because this little prick, he's decided. It gets worse every week I come up here.
Yeah.
First he says to me, I don't want you to number the episodes. Right? I fucking don't forgive and I don't forget.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He says, I've got methods to the madness on that. All right, fucking all right. I've heard him out. Okay, and I've dealt with it. That's why now every episode...
That's why every episode he fucking rants
is
about
now
it.
Stardate log 12.1.5, right?
Okay, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've lived with it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now the little fuck's censoring me.
Yeah.
And then he says... After I ranted and raved on text message this week, and I was using the new swipe function that I'm very proud of.
I'm so proud of you for mastering that.
I had to teach me about
He had to teach
I'm
me.
not surprised. He wouldn't have worked it
But
himself.
the fact that I'm doing it, how far have I come?
So far.
'Cause you remember-
leaps and bounds from the iPhone 4.
That's right.
I remember
The humble
the day.
beginnings.
I remember the day I asked you. I'm like, Dan, have you updated your software on your phone?
No.
And no, it wasn't even no. It was. Can I do that? What do you mean? What is
do you
that?
mean I do a software
Yeah.
upgrade? Yeah.
Is that the applications?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God,
Let me
I
tell you-
can't
let
even
me
talk
tell you a
to you
little
right
story.
now, you dumb fuck.
Let me tell you a little story. There used to be a guy that used to visit us at work.
Yeah.
We'll call him the Lord. We used to call him the Lord, right?
Do I know this person?
You may or may not.
Right, okay.
But anyway, this guy used to rock up and he used to be a big Apple fanboy. And no bullshit, he used to line up at midnight or whenever it was to get the latest iPhone.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, and he used to laugh at me because I had an iPhone 4 in
Yeah.
2017 or wherever it was.
Yeah.
And I hadn't upgraded the iOS version. I was still running iOS version 4.
Mate, you'd be
Right?
a security
you
problem
would.
in our company.
That's what they used to fucking tell me. And I
Yeah,
go, well, listen, you
exactly.
fucks, I can't remember my password to iTunes.
Mate.
And they're like, well, you fucking can fix that. I
We
went,
get-
I don't want to fix it.
Mate, we get brute force. We get told we have to do certain
Do ya?
things or
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
functions
we
aren't
have
allowed to.
Don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. You can go get fuck off. And I tell you now, he used to
You
laugh.
went 40 back then. You had no excuse.
Yeah, I know, but I was even worse back then. I've come a long way.
I know. It's
right?
like you've just reversed.
I've hit
You
it.
know
I've
things
hit
are
it.
frightening when our dad is more technologically
Yeah.
savvy
Oh,
than he is.
mate.
Old man used to get into me. He goes, "You're a young guy," and he goes, "Why can't you fucking work this out?" I go,
Yeah.
"I don't want to learn it. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to work it out. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
want to just live back in the '80s. I don't want to progress.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I still think I'm pretty cool with a calculator watch. That's my fucking smart watch, you fucks. But anyway, this guy used to say to me, what you used to come to meetings, you go, well, what version are you running now on your iPhone 4? I go, iOS version 4. And he goes, I can't believe it. You'd be the only bloke in the world with iOS version 4.
You're the guy that Apple
But-
goes, fuck me. We've still got some guy. we
Well,
need to
you know
support."
what? I've got a lot to say
It's like
about
Internet
Apple, but I know
Explorer.
a certain person will fucking censor me if I say it.
What?
Right. They took away my iPod Classic, right?
Yeah,
I
fair
won't
enough.
forget, and they won't repair my Macintosh from 1986, the fucks.
This is why you've made the wise switch to the other side.
I've gone to
The light
Android.
side. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's great.
And you know
great.
what?
Mind you, I can't be caught dead promoting Apple. So, you know.
No,
It's-
but I had this rant with him. This
Yeah.
is a couple of weeks ago, right? We talked about it on one of our bullshit podcasts. It's probably been censored. Who fucking knows what he did? And I said, I can't understand why anyone... No, if you had to buy one yourself,
Yeah.
why you would buy an iPhone. Because they're double the price with less features.
That's
They
why I don't
really
have
are,
one.
right?
And also the Samsung camera, which is what most people use their phone for these days other than music, is so much better.
Yeah, but I think it's their chink in their armour.
Do you know what
Because
I-
I think is it the Huawei Pro Mate or what, the
Yeah,
30 or whatever it is?
Apparently, it's shit hot if you like
Yeah.
if you like getting all your conversations captured and sent to China.
You know what they've got? Do you know they've got a zoom on their camera? They call it the perv mode because
Really?
it's like 50 times zoom. You can look into people's bedrooms.
Oh my God.
That's
Damn,
no
I should have got
bullshit.
one of those for.
That's no bullshit. But anyway, this
But,
little
well, in saying that, isn't that the dream?
a perving.
No, the camera with the
Oh,
zoom.
yeah, well,
that
it-
doesn't screw up. Not for those reasons.
Well, the bet.
My little sick mind. That's what you use it for. I've been trying to look at her for years. Now I've fucking got a 50 times zoom. Jesus Christ, life's pretty good.
Fuck
that
me.
was the reason for your upgrade, wasn't it? There was no other reason.
Well, the S10 Plus doesn't have that zoom. From what I understand, it does have a zoom.
it does have the wide wide
Yeah,
angle.
it does have
which
the
is pretty-
wide, which is
pretty
nice.
Cool. Yeah,
right.
yeah. And it's got the charging thing where you can, get two phones together and it
have sex.
saps the life out of the other one. Yeah.
Isn't that a frightening thought?
It
So
is.
listen, this is how far I've
Maybe
come.
we can do it for humans.
I was going to say I should be that fuck that somehow sneakily puts my phone next to some other prick and it just sap their electricity all
This is
day.
how far I've come.
Or life force just off someone else casually.
That's what he does.
But what do I do?
Sap the life force out of us.
I do. I fucking depress everybody. I depressed the dentist this week.
Did you?
I told Sassy.
Is this a Kingswood country?
Why not?
Yeah. Fine. Get it out there.
Roll it.
Roll it, monkeys. Did the monkeys roll it?
Of course they did.
Okay. So I went to the dentist this week, right? Mm-hmm. And he was very depressed. Mm. And I think I might have been part of it because I started him up with some bullshit and he goes, well, the world's overpopulated anyway. Why would I want to have kids? And I went, oh, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know what? It absolutely is. It's over for us.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know what? You've made me feel pretty good, right? But then as I felt good, I got home and then I started to see all sorts of manner of bullshit. Mm. The latest thing in Kingswood Country is, let's not park on the street. Let's park on the footpaths, you fucks. You know the council footpaths?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. We'll park there. That's a parking spot.
Right.
So now not only is there a couch there, there's a fucking myriad of cars.
Mind you, they specifically built a very large car sort of housing structure
right.
to allow these people to park
Sure.
legally and safely in a place that's actually considerably closer to where they all want to get to.
But no.
But no, they
There's a
decide,
footpath.
fuck you
now,
all.
what's the go with the shopping trolley situation around here?
So
Because
not
this
around
is-
here.
this is
I
a
don't
shout-
get that.
No, my place
This
is
is a
everywhere.
shout out to my husband, who's
Yeah.
very passionate about trolley dumpers.
Mm-hmm.
He does make his own signs in multiple languages and stick them up. He is trolley man.
Do they say stop?
Trolley man?
Do they say stop dumping
Yes.
trolleys? You
I'll tell you where I live,
Yeah.
the trolleys are out of control.
Oh,
so we don't get them because we don't actually have shopping
'cause
centres.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You were so far
this is
out.
very, where we are right now is very hippie central.
Yeah.
right?
I
They
saw that weird
Oh,
butterfly outside.
Yeah, the butterfly house.
Oh, they're hippie as.
Oh, fuck yeah, they're way hippie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we love them.
But there's
Right.
no, round here you won't see many shopping trolleys. My place you see shopping trolleys and couches.
Have you
Yeah.
ever tried? I wonder do you know why that would be in our area?
Why?
Two reasons. One, we don't have a shopping centre.
Yeah.
Second of all, could you imagine pushing a shopping cart down this fucking hill?
I'll be a prick.
Yeah. Well,
But you know what? It'd be like Rocky. You'd be going up. Dun, 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 dun,
It'd be more like Jackass
dun, dun.
at the start of Jackass.
Oh, it'd
where
be
they're in a-
Jackass going down the hill.
yeah. But
Yeah.
then again, I mean, pushing a trolley up Abduction Way or whatever
Oh,
that street
okay,
is,
so-
that would be appropriate.
Okay, so let me just tell you, before I finish the Kingswood Country story,
Yep,
which
yep,
I've got,
Yep.
we're on the way up here, and the whole time Sassy Suhini's freaking out. She's like, where the fuck are you taking me, you creep? Right? It's kind of like Malat territory. She's like freaking the fuck
Well,
out.
do you know what's funny about Malat territory? That was actually fairly close to where we went to school.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
So you guys survived the
We
Malat
survived.
era. Well done.
We're survivors,
Yeah.
right? I'm a survivor. I'm a something. Fuck off. But the point is, right? There's a place up here. It's called what is it?
Well,
Addington.
Addington Way.
Yeah.
And I've said, I read it as a.
what the fuck are you doing up at Addington?
I came the cool way.
Oh.
You know
No,
how you
he
showed
took
me?
me- he
So we got off the highway.
You got off early.
I got off early.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Took the scenic route.
Took the scenic
Yeah.
route.
In
and
inverted
she-
commas,
Right.
scenic
And,
route.
and Sassy Suhini's gone, where the fuck are you
So you
taking-
literally went past Pottery Pete's place.
Yes, and Pottery Pete.
Yeah.
Right? But he's too busy being fucking Stevie Nicks in the 70s, and he's a suppressive personality. I haven't seen that guy for months.
I bet you $100 he's making pottery as we speak.
Yeah, and he sells it now.
Yeah, he made.
Does he?
He
sells-
made 50.
You know what he
$50.
sells?
What?
Cocks.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He made a bird bath.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Shaped in the
Shaped in the-
Do you know what's funny though? Do you know what's funny?
Hey, phallic art, it's all the
Do
rage.
you know what's funny about that story? Because in the bird bath, he had that big thing where the bath was on top,
yeah.
which you thought was a phallic symbol.
Yeah.
So he put that in the kiln and it fucking blew its load everywhere.
Hey, do you
the,
remember?
the only thing that survived from
Hey,
that
do you
entire
remember-
piece was the
I'm
bowl.
getting sidetracked, mate.
Yeah.
Do you remember, no
Yeah.
bullshit, at Mum and Dad's place,
Yeah.
the new house,
Yeah.
obviously, not far from where they used to
New
live.
is 40 years.
40
Yeah,
years,
yeah,
but in
okay.
my mind it was yesterday.
Yeah.
near where they live,
Yeah.
or these people used to live there. I don't know if they live there anymore. The mother used to be an artist, and I'm not making this up. I used to say to this kid, "Oh, what does your mum do?" He goes, "Oh, she makes art. She's a painter and she's a sculptor."
Yep.
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, cool." And I'm not fucking kidding you. I went over there one day, and the garage was full of cocks. She used to make cocks out of pottery. I'm not
Was
making
she
this.
single?
No, Dad was there. That made it even worse. Bit more weirder.
What are you doing today, honey?
I'm not making it. I am not
But
making this
why?
up. She said, well, it was art, apparently. She used to make it for statues, but I think they were oversized. they were like about 5 pigeons could rest on it.
Do me a
if you-
favor, watch Happy this week.
Okay.
You got to get up to the last episode, the most recent episode, because you would appreciate.
I'm not making
You
this
would
up.
appreciate
There was-
cocks on statues. If you watch that.
I'm not making this up. There was a kid, right, who
Yeah.
used to live right near Mum and Dad's place. And the mum was an artist. She used to make sculptors and stuff. And the house was full of, like the garage was full of them on shelves.
Yeah.
The fucking weirdest place I've ever been to.
I don't know where this is.
Going down the hill on the corner.
Yeah, okay.
There was a house there. The kid that lived in there, the mum was an artist.
Fuck me.
And she, whatever you call them, a pottery
Artist.
person. What do you call those people?
Yeah.
Potter.
Potters?
Yeah. But anyway, Kingswood Country. Fucking sidetracked, right?
Yep.
So I'm walking back from the fucking most depressed dentist I've ever been to, right? And I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
And I've got back home and I'm seeing cars parked on the council strip. Maybe I'll give a little phone call to a certain council person on Monday. We'll fucking wait and see. It depends if I'm in a cock of a mood, which I probably will be.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
And I go, fucking, I'll have some lunch. So I go to the new Japanese restaurant.
Yep.
I'll order a bento box. No problem.
Yep.
Then I'll go to the chemist and get me some more drugs.
Yep.
Go to the chemist. I said, I'll be back in half an hour. Go pick up my bento box. No problem.
Yeah.
Go to the chemist. She says, oh, that was a quick half an hour. That was only 15 minutes. I said, what am I being time for this fucking bullshit? She says, are we cranky? I go, well, maybe it's all the bullshit I have to buy across the counter that's making me grumpy and the fact I'm about to pay $100 for it. She goes, oh, okay, well, we are in a mood today. I went, oh, fuck, yes, we are. And then I got home. I thought I'll lit my bento box, open it up. No fucking chopsticks. They've assumed because I'm Caucasian, I'm not capable of using chopsticks, which shits me because I spent a lot of time in fucking Singapore and Japan and fucking China. And yes, I did insult that country maybe a little bit last week. And I didn't realise at this point in time. And what topped me right off, Sassy Suhini. And I am going to fucking lose it now because just as I'm sitting down going, fuck, I got to find my chopsticks because I want to feel like it's a bit more authentic than what it actually is. Otherwise, I'm better off getting 2 fucking minute noodles out of the cupboard, the Maggi ones, the chicken flavour
The best
fucks,
kind.
right? No, and I found my chopsticks, which I did get in Japan.
Yep.
Remember the chopsticks we got in Japan? The very fucking good ones.
Yeah.
And I sat down there and I had the shits, and then I get a fucking text message from Cockhead across here who says, I have to cut everything out you said. And I said, what are you, fucking Mussolini, you fascist? And he says, well, you've offended an entire country. I said, well, that's a fucking starting point.
Yeah.
I might as well offend the whole fucking world while I'm at it.
Let's just say that Daniel's opinions are not necessarily those of
Yeah, he
Invert The
says,
Why.
and then,
Just as a
and
disclaimer.
then I said to him, you won't stop me. And he goes, you're on a power trip.
It's gone to your head.
Yes, right.
It's gone to your head.
Because we used to have 2 people listen. Now we've got 3 and I can't cope. I'm like a fucking prima donna now. You know what I mean?
He needs Skittles too.
I need Skittles too. Fuck, I'm demanding all sorts of bullshit. I've got my cauldron of coffee.
Skittles
and
are great. Skittles is my gamer name. So I approve
Really?
of Skittles.
Yeah, it is sour Skittles.
No, it's lost my Skittles.
Lost me Skittles.
Oh, is that what it
Lost
is?
my Skittles, yeah. Or Skittles.
Oh.
Yeah. But sour Skittles sounds more appropriate now that I think about it.
Well, you want to be careful what you say, sir, because a certain little fuckhead that's working alongside us might actually censor everything we fucking say. And then we'll go down the hill. And you know what he'll say? The episode only ran for 5 minutes because the content was a little bit unsavoury.
I only do things when I feel that people's careers
That's what fucking Mussolini said.
or their families may be in jeopardy.
That's what
as well.
Mussolini said. Mussolini said the same fucking shit in the 40s.
Yeah, but you're
No, he
retired and we're not. So, you know.
I don't give a fuck.
Clearly, unless you feel like supporting me and my family.
Well, how much do you want?
A lot.
The fucking weapon wants me to buy him a house. Shout out to him. He says, "You got some money? Buy me a house. Why not? Fuck it."
Tell him he can rent the space downstairs.
I told him a story yesterday. You'll like this, Sassy Suhini. I said, you know what? The only way I'll get a date these days is if I tell the chick that I'm on insurance, and if I snuff it, she's got a good chance of getting some money.
Or you just tell them that you retired, and then they think, "Oh shit, he's retired at 40
Yeah,
something.
but he's living in a shithole. What's he doing living there? The fuck?" And I drive up, and there's a couch in the front of the place. It doesn't look good, does it?
Yeah, the random couch cushion that's on fire.
I could say it could be one of those. You know those rich people that win the lottery, right?
Yeah.
And they drive, and they've got fucking millions, but they rock up to the dump looking for the next washing machine part they can find. You know those sort of people. Like they could buy a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
But they're wearing fucking tattered jeans and shit.
Oh, see, that gets me, okay? It's like freaking Mark Zuckerberg.
Does it grind your gears?
Oh,
Shout out to Lucky Lisa.
It does grind my gears.
Grind your gears.
It gets my goat, okay? When billionaires that have so much fucking money and they wear, like freaking Mark Zuckerberg prides himself on going in fucking cattle class.
Well, that
wears
prick-
the same grey shirt every day.
Well, that prick's
he's just it's unbelievable. Then give me your billions, okay? Because I'll buy a Ferrari, I'll wear Versace every day of my life, and I'll spend it the way it should be spent.
That guy's lucky to not be in jail, in my opinion.
Oh,
Mate, that company's lucky to still be allowed to fucking do
all
it.
Yeah, it functions.
I'll tell you, name me another company on earth that has as many security breaches as Facebook and would still be allowed to trade as they are.
Not just security breaches,
Like,
but deliberate breaches of privacy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean.
We're not talking security incidents, we're talking actual breaches deliberately done by internal staff where they do things with your data that are fucking frightening.
That's what I mean. I don't think there'd be any other company out there.
No.
And yet they
Did you
still
see
get
that
away with
article about Amazon's Alexa this week?
it. No, what's that doing now?
Well, the fact that they actually pay employees to listen to people's, basically what they're saying to Alexa, or probably before they say to Alexa, so they can refine, inverted commas for those
Oh, come
The two
on.
Refine the
people that are
algorithm.
listening.
That is frightening.
Yeah, but they must be doing it all over the place, because how do they learn? Like, I mean, if I say, for example, every day I do this, I wake up and I say, "Hey Google, do you think I'm sexy?" And Google says, "See, look," and right now it says,
Sorry, I don't understand.
"See, every day I'll get it."
Mine came up with set a single right now.
See,
Relationship.
see.
Oh, that's amazing.
So Sassy Suhini, no bullshit.
Yeah.
I point Bixby Vision at my doodle, and it said it was a cyst.
God, I didn't even see that.
Are you glad you travelled in for this?
That.
It did, right? And then I've been depressed ever since. I fucking can't cope with it. I'm like, well, fuck. And so every
That's
day.
what you get for making that dentist depressed.
Well, that's right. I want to share my love.
Yep.
If I'm fucking miserable, so should everyone else be.
Dentistry is already miserable. I mean, you clean
Mate,
people's teeth,
Dude,
man.
this guy was on the edge. I'm not being sick. He fucking worried
Tell him
me.
to take some more of his happy gas, man.
I was worried about him.
Prescribe yourself some drugs.
And then, you know what really worried me? He says, "Oh, I'll listen to your podcast." I went, "Fuck, you must be in trouble. You're listening to this."
Jesus, how did you find that fucking thing?
No, because I told him that I do a
okay.
podcast now. That's
Yeah,
how I got
Jesus.
some semblance.
Shout out to the depressed dentist.
He knows who he is. God bless him. And I'm sorry I've drunk a cauldron of coffee because he says I've got coffee stains.
You're bouncing off the walls now.
That's all right. That's how I fucking maintain
Yeah.
my fucking shit. That was my week.
Kingswood Country, well done.
Well done, Kingswood Country.
Well done, Kingswood. Thank you.
Topic of the
Don't go
show.
changing.
Topic of the show.
Yep.
We got a good one.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is why Sassy Suhini's here, because I need a help. This is probably the only area that I don't know a thing about.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Oh, mate.
What the fuck is it?
Oh, it's
I know
amazing.
what it is.
It's amazing.
I know what it is, but I don't understand it.
It is like an absolute revolutionary game in my opinion, because it was so different when it came out to everything else. And I remember, so the history
Did you ever play Warcraft, which was the first
No,
games
I
that
didn't.
They
I
were
didn't.
RTSs.
Yes, and
right?
I hate RTS with a very strong passion. It's not my cup of tea.
So
at
sorry,
all.
before you go into your tirade of World of Warcraft,
World of Warcraft,
right?
Yeah.
What do you play other than that bullshit?
Heroes of the Storm, League
Heroes of the Storm.
That's it, HOTS, which is now not being funded anymore by Blizzard, so there goes that game.
Fuck Blizzard. That's another person you can censor, you fuck.
And Overwatch, League of Legends.
Christ, you're a nerd.
Yeah, I used to love...
Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? I said to Sassy Suhini on the way up, and I said to him at one point, I'm going to look good after this episode. Like, I'm going to walk out of here with some respect. A very, very small amount of it, right? But I don't play... Look, it's just a different age. Like, it's a different time of gaming.
Basically, Daniel never learned how to play with others.
No,
yeah, and that's probably why you're not into the games that I'm into.
No bullshit. I got kicked out of playgroup. This is fuck. Did I ever tell you this?
What did you do?
How would I know about that?
No, okay, no bullshit. So I didn't go to preschool.
Yeah.
They had a thing in the 70s called playgroup.
Yeah, no, there's still playgroup.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
they still do it. Yeah.
So playgroup was kind of like, I guess it's kind of like preschool,
Yeah.
isn't it? Where
It's preschool.
Yeah,
it's
so you get
pre-preschool.
you get introduced to other kids and
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
And then when mums get together to make themselves feel bad about each other about what they do.
that's right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
basically the most important.
Yeah,
part.
So
exactly.
anyway, I didn't last very long at playgroup.
Oh, great. So you screwed up your whole mum's social life because, you were a little shit.
No, it wasn't. I was a little shit. It was just that apparently I wouldn't share with others. Like if I found a toy, I went, "Go fuck yourselves. It's mine, you pricks." You know what I
Literally,
mean?
that has not changed.
Nothing's
Nothing's
changed.
changed. No,
Nothing's
okay.
changed. Nothing.
Oh, that's not surprising. Yeah. I can believe that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true to your character.
Yeah, see, I'm getting shit put on me. This wasn't part of the deal, Sassy Suhini. You're supposed to tell
But
us about
you bring
World
the
of...
sass queen in, and then what did you
The
expect?
Sass Queen's fucking giving it to me. I don't like it. So tell us about WoW.
Well-
tell us about this bullshit.
So it's funny that you asked, like, what if I played Warcraft before. So,
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Big time. My cousins always used to play it.
So sorry, dumb
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about this area.
Yeah.
Warcraft became World of Warcraft, roughly.
Yeah.
So World of Warcraft came after that, but it was basically the universe became an MMO.
Yes,
as
that's
opposed
exactly
to an
it.
RTS,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that happened, I think, in like 04 or 05.
Yeah,
And
my memories was like 04, WoW came out. But
yeah,
I
Vanilla
remember-
WoW was 04.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So I didn't actually play Vanilla WoW. I hated gaming, actually. I hated
No.
gaming. No, it's weird. See, I thought I hated gaming, but then I look back on it, and when I was in like kindergarten and primary school, I was all about the
Fuck,
DOS
I
games.
feel old now.
DOS games were my life. Like
DOS
CD
games?
Man, Jewel of the Jungle, the pixelated Prince of Persia.
Yes.
Like little
Prince of
telling you-
Persia, I love
Can I
that
tell
game.
you, I'm telling you, your mind's going to get fucked up.
Jewel of the Jungle was one of my favourite games. And my sister and I, my sister, I love her, but she was such a cow back then to me with Jewel of the Jungle.
You know what?
Bless you. I mean, I still love you.
So, you know what? As long as she passes this bullshit podcast on to other people, say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh
about
yeah,
her.
great, cool.
Yeah, let it out.
Let it out. And there was this one level I used to get stuck on, and she used to get stuck on it too, right? And then she found out how to get by. Okay, she was in year 6, I was in kindergarten, so obviously the person in kindergarten is going to struggle a little bit more. You would think with some sibling love, you'd be like, oh yeah, little shit, I'll tell her how it happens. Nah. She never to this day, she never fucking told me until so I was forever stuck on that level.
Yeah, this fuck never taught me how to get the
I
snow
was-
boots in
I was-
Zeliard.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck that, man.
forever stuck.
Here you
Wait,
go.
who's the oldest out of you
He
two?
says to me,
Fuck! He's 6 years older!
Oh,
how good do I fucking look?
oh my God.
That's right.
Screw you, older siblings. You're all the
No,
fucking same.
he's older than me.
Oh, fuck off!
He's older than me.
Are you?
He is.
Oh, no.
He is.
No.
He is.
You look older, so whatever.
Fuck off. I look younger than him.
Anyway, so I was stuck on this level for eternity, and only until Google came out did I actually work out how the fuck to get past it. So yeah, even though I say I kind of fell out of games for a little while, and then my boyfriend, who is now my husband, coincidentally, at the time I used to bag him out about gaming.
He's
all
a
the time.
massive nerd, your husband.
He's a
man.
massive
Fuck,
nerd.
he's huge.
Shout out to the massive
Shout
nerd.
out.
Shout out to the
But I wouldn't mess
massive
with
nerd.
him.
No.
He's got a crazy beard.
Does he?
He's
Yeah.
got a hectic beard.
He's got like Manchester Orchestra beard.
Yeah, really.
Look, for those who don't know, he's
He's cool.
Yedinyak's doppelganger.
He looks like Yedinyak from the Socceroos. No bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he does spreadsheets and shit for his for WoW.
Tell me what you were saying up on the way here.
Yeah.
That he puts shit in a spreadsheet about WoW. He puts like.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, he'll put things into a spreadsheet about damage output and when abilities need to happen and when people need to click shit and all this shit that I mean, I love gaming, right? But this is, like, next freaking level. He's at home right now. I guarantee you, he's at home right now raiding on WoW. He's killing
And I don't
a boss.
understand what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
What is
Okay,
that?
so raiding in WoW is like, so WoW obviously has a shitload of lore.
So tell us about WoW. Overview of WoW. Give us the overview, including what the fuck rating is.
Well, look, if people want a really quick snapshot of WoW, which I will explain anyway, but if you want a visual representation, the way I got into WoW was by watching the South Park episode, Make Love Not Warcraft.
Yes. That's
And it was a
cracker.
fucking great episode, right? And like they get hooked, they become fat and pimply.
That's awesome.
Cartman's mum like brings him the potty so he can shit, and so he doesn't have to move from his computer.
What was it? Do you want a pot? What was the thing? Do you want a snacky cake or whatever it is?
Like it was a pizza
Yeah,
pocket or something. Hot pocket. No. Fuck, what was it?
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, king.
I want a snacky cake.
That episode.
And then she put the potty under his ass. And
yeah,
he'd
so
shit,
he gets
and
a good shit. Yeah. And it just goes out everywhere, so he doesn't have to move.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, someone in
So
Korea actually died.
you played that
Yeah,
game
yeah.
after seeing that episode.
Yeah, I literally finished watching that episode. I still remember I was at my boyfriend's parents' house and we were in his room and we finished watching it. I'm like, download this game. I want to try it right now. And he's looking at me. He's like, I don't like MMORPGs. And I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm telling you, I want to play this game. And this was, for the people who do know WoW, this was before their first expansion was coming out from the original WoW. Then they build on it,
Because the
right?
expansions got fucking weird. There were pandas and shit in the
Oh, see, I left at that time. I was like,
Okay.
I'm fucking done. I don't
Okay.
need pandas. And then I came back for the cool shit for Legion.
Okay.
Anyway, so then I got him to download the game and I just got fucking hooked instantly. It was so different. It was like immersive. It was the leveling and the armor and it was just, some people find this too overwhelming because there's so much shit in the game, right? Like you can either do PvP, which is killing other people on the server, and not in real life. Just
Which is
disclaimer.
what he do because he's a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't look. I'll just stop you. As they say in the corporate world,
Yeah.
put that in the parking lot.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Fuck off, corporate
Yeah.
world.
Well, let's put a
Right.
pin in that one.
Let's put a pin in that.
Yeah,
Fuck
sure.
off with your training
Yeah.
bullshit.
Right.
No, I tried WoW on
Yeah, you
2 or
did.
3 occasions.
Yeah.
Sassy Suhini said, "Oh, you're a gamer. You'll love it." And I said, "Okay, I've just built a new PC.
Yeah.
I'll get into it."
Yeah.
I couldn't get my head around it. And there was another guy at work who does listen to this bullshit as well. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Is this Retro Skater?
No, it wasn't.
No?
No, Retro. I'll tell you a fucking story about Retro Skater. I just thought of this, just it came to my head. So let's park this one as well. Retro Skater one day says, "You know that Grand Theft Auto 5 game? Fuck, that's bad." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, mate, my son's playing it." And at the time, his son was only like 13. I said, "Mate,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be playing
That's
that
an-
game."
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
R-rated
It's probably
game.
not
That's an R-rated.
appropriate.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. I go, "Why is he playing that?" He goes, "I bought it." And then I couldn't get my head around it. I said, "Hang on, what do you mean you bought it?" He goes, "I wanted to be a gamer." Because gamers are suddenly cool and I want to be a gamer. And he says, so I started playing Grand Theft Auto. He says, but I couldn't work out how to get in the fucking cars. And I said, well, press triangle or Y,
Yeah.
depending on what you're playing it on.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right.
Yeah,
Then-
but that's you in the PC world.
Oh, I'm playing it on PlayStation
Yeah.
because I've got taste.
Oh, right.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's another topic that we'll,
Oh, we can fucking rant for days unless Mussolini fucking censors it. Who fucking knows what this prick's liable to do? But what I'm saying is, but the next day he came in,
Yeah.
and he says, "Fuck that game." I said, why? He goes, well, I got into the car, but I couldn't work out how to get out of it. Shout out to the Retro Skater.
Oh, God.
No, but I tried WoW
Yeah.
on at least, I'd say, 3 or 4 occasions, and I tried it with Sassy Suhini and another guy that I worked with.
Yeah.
And he's big into WoW as well, massive,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
And I just couldn't get my head around it. It's
Yeah.
not, I think I grew up in a different time.
Yeah.
Or I grew up in a gaming space where it kind of clouded my judgment on what games are, which is I like single story based games primarily.
Yeah.
And if there is multiplayer component to it, I want to co-op it with a friend as like a story, or I can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
So I'll play a game like Division
Yeah.
or Halo or something with a friend.
Yeah.
But if it's like a raid or it's like some bullshit and an MMO and I'm meeting different people and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm also scared because I know what I'm like.
Yeah.
Right? I've got a really weird personality. Like I'd be the rock star that's fucking on drugs big time.
Yeah.
They'd put me in rehab and I'd be still on fucking drugs in rehab and I'm like, yeah, I'm clean. Like this, right? And so what
Yeah, because that's
what worried me.
Is more addictive than crystal meth, man.
That's what worried me.
I mean,
yes.
it's a huge time sink. It's like having
It's a
second
commitment.
job. It's a commitment. And I got massively hooked into it, and it was so we do more PvE, which is player versus environment.
Yeah.
And so that's like you've got dungeons where it's like 5-man groups and you kill trash and kill bosses and get loot. And then you've got your bigger raids, which are like 25 people, or now they've changed it where, well, not recently, but it can be 10-man as well.
Mm-hmm.
And again, harder bosses and whatever. And we just got so hooked on this stuff, and there is just so much behind it, because it's not just you band together and then you just kill a boss, right? There is so much strategy for each boss. Like when we used to actually raid all the time, we'd have to go on YouTube, research this shit, and then go back and like the raid leader would fucking quiz you. And if you couldn't fucking answer the question, because we were like,
it's another level.
Yeah, it's another level. It's fucking insane. And you would have to you'd have to know exactly what you were doing, because you fuck up once and that's it. The entire
Was
raid
that what I
wipes.
was watching when you were on Twitch?
Yeah.
So there was a day when Sassy Suhini said, look, we're going to be on Twitch, because I know you watch Twitch, but mainly for your thoughts. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, right? Don't pick on the maid lady. I know you fucking will, but we'll leave it for now. And she says, get on Twitch and watch me do this raid. We're trying to beat a world record or some bullshit.
I can't even remember what that was for.
And I'm like,
yeah.
it was like, you have to do it in an hour. You have to do this raid in an hour or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was watching. I couldn't work it out. The only thing that I could work out was I was hearing her voice over Twitch. And I'm like, other than that, it's a mess to me. I've got no idea what I'm...
Yeah, because, I mean, you've got 25 characters just doing random shit. Like, healer's got to do something, and DPS got to do something else, and tanks, tanking shit. People yelling at each other. Like, relationships make or break in this situation. And that's the other thing that I love about WoW, because I remember I used to bag out my boyfriend so much about, how much time he spent on WoW and all the friends that he would make. And he would be like, oh, yeah, guilds are the best. Like, people invite people that are like in your guild to your weddings and shit, and I'm like, you fucking loser. Like, as if
in real life or like online,
in real
weddings.
life, right? And I'm telling you now, I ended up having a really small fucking wedding. There was like 15 people, right? But if I had a bigger wedding, I would have 100% invited people that I met online, because I've known them now for like 13, 14 years.
So as somebody who volunteers to teach parents about what can go horribly wrong in the internet world,
Yeah.
I'd advise against inviting people like that to your wedding party.
Mind you, we have met them multiple times in real life beforehand.
I was gonna say,
Like, many times. But so, for example, like if I go home tonight, I'll probably log on and do some dailies with my husband.
What's a daily?
A daily are these quests that you have to do every day to like build reputation with different factions.
Sounds way too hard.
It's so complicated. Like, there's so much shit.
I told you, I couldn't get my head around it. Like
there's professions and shit.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around it. Like, I remember it wasn't just you that was telling me all this stuff.
Yeah.
This guy I used to work with.
Yeah.
And if he's listening, he knows who he is.
Yeah.
He would say the same stuff, and I go, but you don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand it. Like, and then when I did log on to Battle.net?
Yeah.
I'd log on to it and I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck I am doing. Like, where am I going and what the fuck? And nothing made sense.
Yeah.
And all I cared about was, I can run it in 4K, dude. Like, that was it. That was like, oh yeah, I can run it in 4K and all that bullshit. But it never made sense to me.
Yeah.
And the commitment to me is, I'm not, for me, I'm like a guy that plays games almost like they're a pack of smokes.
Yeah.
Like I play the game and I finish it, and then I play something new.
Yeah.
Right, and that's me. Very, very rarely will I go back and play a game again unless it's really, really good. But I'll do it years later.
Yeah.
But WoW was always for me like I'm playing the same shit over and over again, and I know it's not the same shit.
Yeah.
But to me, in my sick little head, it was.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't get my head around this.
Yeah.
I can't even get the basics, let alone the commitment.
Yeah.
Like, I have to log on tonight and I have to be here at this certain... Oh, what the fuck? It's like a job.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And I reckon if I was already into gaming and then I tried WoW, I don't know whether I would get into it. I think because I was just...
You weren't
butt naked in terms of
Yeah.
like knowing anything about games other than the DOS games that I played when I was little. I just kind of absorbed everything, and it was such an immersive world for me. And like, I know it sounds cheesy, but like the terrain there and like in game, it's actually really beautiful. So as from a female perspective, I was just like, this everything's so fucking pretty. Night elves,
It does look pretty. It does look pretty.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it does.
And so I
It
was
does.
just like, this is fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
these bears look super cute, but I'm fucking killing them for 3 silver. Great.
Yeah.
And shitty boots.
We used to have a cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this guy. We used to have a cousin that was making money on getting characters to level 60.
Oh my God.
Does that make sense?
Chinese gold farming was
Yeah.
like all the rage. I mean, they've pretty much stopped it now because they introduced something called a WoW token where you can... Different people can purchase it for game time and then you get gold, and rather than having Chinese gold farmers selling you max
This
gold.
guy didn't leave the house.
Yeah.
There was a lot of other things in his life that weren't going right, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But he didn't leave the house, no bullshit. And I used to say to him, what do you do? Because he knew I love games, right? And I've always played them. And he used to say, oh, you're the cool cousin because you play games. I'm like, yeah, but I don't do what you fucking do. You know, like, because he'd say, oh, yeah, I've got to get on today at 9 o'clock and farm some gold or some bullshit, and I'm selling it to some Chinese kid. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand a word of it.
There was a whole huge
That was his
thing.
job. He was making money on it.
Yeah. There were whole businesses that were created on farming in-game gold. It was huge. Because, I mean, there was like
It's another world,
the
man.
player base for, at its peak, the player base for WoW was like 11 million people.
Is it still at that now?
Individual subscribers. No, it's dropped a lot. It's probably... Actually, I don't know what the number is now. We'd have to Google it. But I don't know. It's definitely nowhere near 11 million. But it's still the biggest MMORPG.
Did you play other MMOs?
No, this was the only... Well, fuck me. I'd have no job and no life and no husband, no nothing if I played another
So
MMORPG.
basically me is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so fucking that's fantastic. So I should
take it
play-
up.
So I should take up MMOs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you a story. This
Yeah.
is no bullshit. I used to go many, many, many years later. I found out about this, but a guy I used to go to school with randomly met up with mutual friends.
Yeah.
Many, many years after I left school.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, how's such and such?" Oh, mate, he's not in a good way. He moved out with another guy we went to school with, and they lived in a place in Bondi.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
I go, well, what happened there? And they go, oh, things didn't go well for him. I go, why? He goes, well, he found Ultima Online.
Oh, fuck you
I
up.
don't know if you ever heard about this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, okay, so what happened there? He goes, mate, this guy lost everything. He lost his job. He lost his girlfriend.
Wow.
And what happened was the other guy we went to school with,
Yeah.
it kind of made it a little bit worse than what it really should have been. He kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, kind of like promoted it a little bit.
Perpetuated
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of the word, but he would literally make him dinner, put a bowl underneath his...
He enabled him.
Yeah, enabled. That's what
yeah.
I'm looking for. Enabled him. Put like a bowl under his nose.
Yeah.
Come back in half an hour and the bowl was empty and clean it up for him and he'd still be playing Ultima Online. But he lost everything. He lost his job. He lost his
bad.
girl. He lost...
But I mean, that's
didn't
not...
leave the house.
Yeah.
And then years and years and years ago by, and I saw this guy.
Yeah.
And I said, can I ask you a question? Is that true? What happened to you?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, it did. It killed me. It ruined my life. He goes, I lost everything. He goes, I got so addicted to it, you don't understand. The only thing I would stop for is if I had to go to sleep because I'd just pass out at the keyboard.
Yeah.
Or I needed to badly go to the toilet and I couldn't go near the computer. You know what I mean? But he was telling me,
my
he was telling me
God.
no bullshit. He used to piss in a bucket.
Jesus
That's
fuck.
disgusting.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
I mean, but that's not surprising because
Yeah,
wow.
he said he had an addictive personality.
Yeah,
anyway.
fair enough.
So a bit like me, I think if you get switched on to something, it's
Yeah.
all or nothing.
Yeah.
That's it. You just want. That's
Want
it. It's all you
more.
think about. Like
Yeah.
I've had that experience where I've bought a game.
Yeah.
and all I can think about is
that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I can remember.
We've actually got a definition for that.
what?
Tight defender.
Yeah, that's another fucking story for another day, right? That's another story for another day, right? But I remember buying games, playing them, and I'd wake up and go to work the next morning, and I'd hear this, "Don't you want to play me?" Right? And that'd be the PlayStation going, "I thought you loved me. Don't you want to stay and play the game?" And then you'd be leaving the house going, "But I thought you wanted to be with me." And you'd be at work going, "Fuck, I just want to be with her."
I mean, yeah, people like it. I've heard stories of like people in like Korea died, and they've died playing WoW.
People have been murdered in parts.
Well, you know what it
is
is in the Korean scene. It's StarCraft.
Yes. Oh my God.
Do you ever play that?
No. So my husband played it, but one of my guildies who I've played WoW with for ages, he's. What's his B-tag name? His name's Yours. Just so shout out for all the stuff.
Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Subscribe.
To Yours. He is from your neck of the woods, actually.
Oh, poor prick.
Poor bastard. Yeah. But he has gone to Korea for the StarCraft competition.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. So, and then I think he was like training people, like coaching people for StarCraft.
I was just going to think, how do you train for StarCraft?
No,
you do this with with your hands, like it's like the Olympics, like just like doing this. So you're nimble on the fucking mouse.
Yeah. That's it. Like, I don't know.
You know what? You have a montage music as well on the mouse. You go, "You're the best around. Nothing's gonna hold you back. You're the best."
That's it.
Around, like the Karate Kid. You know the fucking Karate Kid where he's on the boat and he's doing and it's got the montage on. "You're the best around. Nothing's gonna hold you back." And the hands like, and he comes to the master for StarCraft and he goes, "Today, Dayosa." Button on, button off. He's got the button. He's like,
drag left, drag right.
That's right. Yeah. Drag a right, drag a left.
Yes.
And then you'd be doing it. He goes, no, not like a this, like a this.
That would actually, that song, the singing of the song. I'm sure Yours would do that. He's a bit of a muso as well, so I can imagine him. Just because he would do that because we'd be on Discord. You guys know what Discord is,
No,
right?
I don't actually.
You don't know
no,
what Discord
I'm a fucking retard. You did
Oh
my Instagram
God.
launch.
How do you call yourself? Oh, wait, no, you're console. That's fair enough.
Yes,
If you're
right.
a
I've got fucking taste.
Yeah.
I don't do my taxes while I play my games.
Well, if you're on
And I don't have a fucking spreadsheet open with power range +2 and then dexterity -3 to attack. Fucking Jesus
it's not
Christ.
far from the truth. It's not far from the truth.
I shouldn't throw stones because one day I'm going to tell a story about the time I used to play D&D.
You should tell that. That sounds like a ram.
That's a ram for another day.
Really?
my
I think it's an appropriate one, to be honest.
Yeah. Hit us.
Rowlet monkeys. Did the monkeys roll it?
Oh, fucks me.
Well, I'll tell you a little story.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's not a massive ram,
Yeah.
but I'm probably the nerdiest shit that I've ever done, and it's probably as close as I'll ever come to the world of WoW that you're talking about.
Yeah.
With
Very similar conceptually.
with spreadsheets and all that bullshit.
Okay.
Back in 1993.
Just FYI, I don't do spreadsheets, okay?
No,
my husband does spreadsheets. I'm married.
We'll call him Yedinyak.
Yeah, okay.
So Yedinyak, he's at home making spreadsheets.
Yes.
The fuck? I won't call him that. He's a fucking beast. I've seen him on the Instagrams. I wouldn't mess with Yedinyak. I'll tell you what, the real Yedinyak, he looks like a mean motherfucker. Have you seen the real Yedinyak on the pitch? Fuck me dead. I wouldn't mess with him.
No,
But back in 1993... I kind of got in with a bad crowd.
Yeah, I was in kindergarten back then.
Got in with a bad crowd. What happened was, and I blame Pedro.
Yeah,
right?
Fucking
Yeah.
Pedro.
I fucking blame Pedro.
Speaking of Ultima.
That fucking suppressive personality won't even say hello to me anymore on PSN. I was on PSN last night playing some bullshit game, and he's on there, and I wanted to say hello. He didn't want to say hello. Back in 1993, my first year of uni, and Pedro's first year of uni, because we went to school at the same time.
Yeah.
He went to a different uni campus, and I was at a different uni campus doing different courses. Pedro was much more intelligent than I am, so he got into what he wanted to do. But I fucking didn't. I had to settle for fucking second best, like everything I've ever had to do. Sloppy seconds, me. Actually, you know the Mr. Men we went through a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
There should be Mr. Sloppy Seconds. That's fucking me.
This is, the preparation course for all men in life.
That's right.
Mr. Sloppy Seconds.
Mr. Sloppy Seconds. I should give out lectures. You want to be a Mr. Sloppy Seconds? Don't diss it, because sometimes that's as good as you're going to get, you fuck. Right? So I ended up in the wrong crowd, and for some reason, Pedro was telling me that he's in a fucking club. And I thought, cool, all right. And
How old were you?
18 in 1993.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah.
So just my first year of uni. Mm-hmm. So we went to different campuses, and they used to have better band nights than we used to.
Right.
So he'd say, we've got a good band, and we're going to have a couple of drinks. Do you want to come? And I'm all right, cool. Anyway, then I started meeting some of his new friends that he said were cool, but they fucking weren't. And I said, okay, cool. And I got into the wrong crowd, and this crowd they had a club, and the club was a D&D club, Dungeons and Dragons club. And I'm not making this up, Sassy Suhini. This is some fucking dirt that I'm airing out. This is a confessional. All right?
Is this the shit where you paint those little figurines?
We'll get to it. I didn't fucking do it.
God.
I didn't do it, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
All right.
Because
I'll tell you now, only this week I walked past the Warhammer Club.
Yes.
And I fucking thought of you, Sassy Suhini, because I've gone, she used to ring me up and go, apparently near your place there's a good role-playing
There's a big one.
Yeah.
There actually is a board game place, right? Yeah. So anyway, I walked past the Warhammer place and I went, I don't know what the fuck, these fucking nerds with no jobs. No. I want some chance that I can meet a Mrs. Nobody. But if I keep walking in a Warhammer 4000 BC or whatever the fuck it's called, there is no Mrs. Nobody for me, even with insurance. Right? Even with a chance she becomes a millionaire when I snuff it.
Yeah.
She won't put up with this bullshit. I'm telling you now. So in 1993, I ended up at this club. And Pedro says, oh, what are you doing on Saturday? I'm like, oh, nothing, man. He goes, oh, do you want to come to the campus? We'll meet a couple of my new friends and we'll play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, what the fuck? And I thought, okay, I've got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I rocked up to this club at the campus.
Oh, God.
And I'm telling you, I've met the lowest of low nerds I've ever met.
Oh, no.
Right? Let me tell you a fucking little story, right? There was a guy... As soon as I walked in, there was a guy, I can't remember his name. In fact, I do remember his name, but I won't say it.
Yeah.
And he was arguing with the dungeon master, who was a bigger nerd, and he goes, I made that roll. Look at my thaco, fuckhead. Look at my thaco. I made the roll. It wasn't a critical, you fuck. And the dungeon master's like, well, no, the dragon came and burnt you, you fuck. And your armor plus 20 isn't good enough for that attack, you fuck. And it was all happening. It was all wrong. And I'm sitting there going, all right. And everyone says, oh, hi. And Pedro goes, oh, hi, this is my friend Retro Dan. I've known him since school. He wants to play, he wants to give this Dungeons and Dragons a go. Because I thought, because what he told me was, we get pissed.
Yeah.
We drink while we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, fuck, cool.
great.
I'm cool for that shit.
Yeah.
Now I'd be more happy to eat fucking gummy bears or brownies or something and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently I'm getting some.
That's another story. Let's edit that bit out.
After we go off air, I'll tell you a little fucking story. But anyway. So I'm sitting there with a group of about, I'd say 6 guys.
Yeah.
Of course there's no girls.
Yeah.
None to be seen. If there was, you'd hear this. The drying of ovaries, right? So I rock up, and I've got no idea what to do. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. And fucking the Dungeon Master goes, hey, man, we'll make up a character sheet. What do you want to be? I said, I don't know, the best looking character. Oh, that's a paladin. All right, cool. I'm a paladin then.
Yeah.
But apparently paladins can't go around rooting because they're virtuous. That really pissed me the fuck off, right? So I'm like, Jesus Christ, what does a paladin do apart from having the highest charisma? Because I
Be
was all
very
about
good.
Yeah, I was very, very good.
Okay.
Chaotic good,
Yeah.
apparently.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But I didn't like being chaotic good because chaotic good meant you'd save every fucker.
Yeah.
And that's not my nature.
No.
I'm fucking probably chaotic evil now.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves. You're all of you fucks. You know what I mean? So anyway, the next thing you know, I'm sitting in this room.
Yeah.
We're rolling dice all day. And these people are arguing over the rules. But it gets even better. One of these guys, I shit you not, was wearing a jacket, and on the jacket he had all these pins.
Yeah.
And they were all these Dungeons and Dragons pins, like badges of honor. And in front of him he had these statues
Yeah.
that he proudly proclaimed that he painted himself in very great detail.
No, what is this?
So that's it. Lawful good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for that, because nobody can actually see this.
Yeah.
but
So you could be a lawful good as a paladin.
Yep, which
Yeah.
is perfect. And the image that we're looking at is of toilet paper.
Yep.
So it's somebody that's actually correctly put the toilet paper back on the roll.
Yeah.
Neutral good is they've put the toilet paper on, but they haven't unwrapped, basically haven't torn it off, so
Yeah.
it's not ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Chaotic good, yeah, they've put it on, but they put it on backwards.
Yep. That's like wanting to watch the world burn for me.
I like the true neutral.
Yeah, the true neutral.
He's just left it on there.
Plonk.
He's put
Chaotic neutral.
chaotic neutral's on the floor.
Yeah. Neutral
Lawful
evil.
evil's left you. Neutral evil's left it unraveled, and chaotic evil's gone ripped it all off. He's ripped the whole
the
thing
toilet
off the
handle's
wall.
not even there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played Dungeons and Dragons with these guys, right?
Yeah.
And they were arguing
Yeah.
about the rules, and they're like,
Yeah.
whatever. There was one bloke, he was a cheater because he used to roll his 20-sided die.
Yeah.
And he'd do it, but he'd hide the die.
Yeah.
And he'd go, I think I made it. And the dungeon master go, well, you either made it or you fucking didn't make it.
Yeah.
He goes, no, I think I made it. And he goes, no, well, fucking, what did you roll? 1. Well, that's a critical fuck up, you critical fail, you dick. And then if you got a critical, as in a 20 or a 1, it'd be like, critical. And the guys, and I'm sitting there going, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
The guys, if they rolled a 20 or a 1, would run around the room going, it's a critical.
Do you know the appropriate behaviour in that situation?
What? To leave.
I was going to say back out quietly.
I didn't know.
But you know what? You explaining this to me must be.
Do you know how many
what
times
it's
you
like?
how many times did you end up playing it, Dana?
It must be like what people feel when I talk about WoW.
Yes, it is.
Right? Because you're explaining this to me,
Yes.
and I can't make heads
Yes.
or tails.
Now-
And it also sounds fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But you know what? I'm telling you now,
Yeah.
no bullshit.
Yeah.
I reckon you'd play D&D, no problem.
Nah.
No, I reckon you would. Because you would lower yourself that low, you would do
No,
it.
painting figurines, I draw the line.
Now let me tell you about the guy that painted figurines at this D&D club. I haven't fucking
I
finished
don't.
it. So I played D&D for a little bit, but I gave up because I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right. And one day, no bullshit, they said to me, it's your turn to host a game.
Yeah.
I go, what do you mean? They go, well, we all take turns in being dungeon master. You have to do one.
Fucking dungeon master.
So you know, this is the lowest point of my life.
Okay.
Do you get a hat for being dungeon master?
No.
This is the lowest point of my life. I said to Pedro, what do I do? He says, well, listen, why don't we do a Robotech one? I said, okay, cool. I said, but I don't have any game like dungeon books or game books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we went to, I don't know if it's still there, but it used to be on Clarence Street, Galaxy Bookshop.
Oh, yeah. Yep, in the city?
In the city.
Yeah.
I went in there and we bought all these Robotech gaming books.
Yeah.
I fucking felt so bad.
Oh.
And I hosted my own D&D version
You
of
went
Robotech.
there.
I went
You
there.
fucking went there.
I danced with the devil. But let me tell you about the guy that painted the figurines, because every time we used to turn up to play D&D,
Yeah.
he'd put the figurines out in front of him. And he was as proud as punch. And I used to be a prick. I'd go, "Is that a new one?" He goes, "Oh, yes, it is. I just painted that this week. Do you like the detail?" And I'd say, "Yes, but I think you missed the spot." He'd fucking do his head in. But you know what? Let me tell you about this guy. This guy was an all or nothing guy. He was a very addictive personality. He got into things very seriously. You know, he took his D&D very seriously. And Pedro told me, because I kept because he looked like Brad Pitt. I'm not being funny. He was quite a good-looking bloke, and I couldn't believe because
Playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
detracts from that.
this guy, no bullshit, could get any girl he wanted because
Okay,
he looked
sure.
like Brad.
Until he said, "I play Dungeons."
Yes.
and Dragons.
Yeah.
Until
And then it all went to the
until he
shit.
opened his mouth,
Yeah.
but he looked like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
So Pedro and I used to call him Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Right? And I played a couple of games with him, and I miss a few sessions because it did my head in, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd say, well, how's Brad Pitt going? He goes, well, let me tell you about Brad Pitt. Because Brad Pitt used to live up near Newcastle, right?
Right.
I said, oh, yeah. He goes, well, Brad Pitt's broken up with his girlfriend. I go, oh, yeah. And he goes, yeah, and Brad Pitt, he goes, I went to see him. There was food all over the table. There was a chicken carcass on the table. And it was full of fleas and maggots.
Oh, God.
And I said, but let me ask.
We're not giving a good representation to our gaming cohort.
But to put any fears to bed,
yeah.
he said his figurines were all perfectly painted in a nice little row, right? He still had his
everything else is shit.
His life was in fucking chaos.
Yeah.
His house, and let me tell you, Pedro wasn't exactly fucking Betty Crocker with a home shit either.
Yeah,
He wouldn't vacuum. He wouldn't do. And I told the fucking story when there was a half-eaten chicken on his fucking table.
Yeah.
When I thought he had a girl over, but oh no, he didn't. That was fucking what he ate from 2 weeks ago, and he left it on the table there. So he wasn't a picture of fucking Home Gardens or whatever it is, that magazine bullshit. So he was no fucking Betty Crocker, right?
Yeah.
And so he was saying he was disgusted by fucking Brad Pitt. He couldn't wait to get out of Brad Pitt's house. But he said, you know what? His figurines were perfectly painted.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
In life.
And I said, does he turn up to D&D anymore? He goes, oh no, he's fucking off the rails. He's off the rails.
But it's funny because, I mean, look, I don't know about the figurines and shit, but people get that worked up in WoW as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, when we would be getting to like an end game boss or something like that, and like tempers would freaking flare.
I remember watching this stream that you were hosting, or someone was hosting, and you were in.
Yeah.
Someone lost their shit over it.
Yeah.
And it was a guy.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Yednyak.
Yeah.
Someone was saying, look, let's get on with this bullshit because people are watching. Yeah. And I've kind of laughed. I go, well, it's only me because I can see how many people are watching on the stream. Yeah. So I don't really give a fuck. I've gone to make a coffee, you know what I mean? I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
But people were getting angry in that stream.
Yeah.
They were losing their mind over it. They're like, fuck, what
the fuck are you doing? Like, can you stop, like, you know, getting hit by environmentals and move your shit? And then people get really shitty. Yednyak has lost his shit one time.
Has he?
Oh, yeah.
Do you call him Yednyak?
No.
You're going to now, though.
No, I will now.
Yeah, fucking go home and go, hey, Yednyak, what's for dinner? What's for dinner, fuck?
He's usually very calm and collected. And
he won't be that. We call him Yednyak.
You'll probably love the beard reference, though. He does love his beard.
I'll tell you, it's a beast of a. I've wanted to grow the beard like that, but it gets a bit curly and weird. So and what happens with me?
Yeah.
I tend to fall asleep and twigs get in there and stuff and leaves.
You
and
get little woodland creatures living inside.
I feel fucking homeless. And Mrs. Nobody won't like it.
Yeah, no. But it comes with its downsides. Like, I mean, it looks great, but then he uses my hairdryer when I need to use it.
What, for his beard?
Yeah, to dry out the beard.
Fuck me, Dad.
And I'm like, can you, like, fuck off? And I remember, because I travel for work, okay?
I travel for his beard.
I travel for work, and I have my great hairdryer, okay, as girls do. I don't know how we got onto hairdryers, but it's a good one. And then one time he asked me to leave my hairdryer and take the shitty one. I'm like, this is your beard. No one cares. Just go looking to work like a hobo or shave it off.
I know a guy that spends $50 a week on his beard.
Who?
I can't say.
I bet. Is it Pottery Pete?
No, Pottery Pete doesn't have a beard.
Is it fucking Super Simon?
No, it's not Super Simon.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Super. It's not Super Simon.
He's been very complimentary.
Although if you do Super Simon, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Fucking Super Simon, if you fucking use a hairdryer, next time you come here into the fucking cauldron that we have here,
well, that's
going to cop some bullshit.
That's what you need to do if you've got curls and waves in your beard. That shit doesn't happen normally, man. Like, you know, the sleek beard.
I can't get it to that point. Like Yednyak's beard, as I've seen him on the Instagrams, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I've gone, that's impressive. I can't get it to that point.
See, I've gotten mine pretty big.
I tell you what, his is like a fucking, he looks like a guy out of...
a metal band.
No, that and...
Funny that.
What's that motorbike show? The... Sons of Anarchy.
Yes,
he looks like, and Mum hates it. Mum's like,
really?
That was the main reason I did it.
My hubby's my mother-in-law absolutely hates it.
Yeah.
Like, every second day is like, you sure you don't want to shave that off?
Yeah, so the only reason I shave it off is because I fuck up. You're trimming it off.
He has
Yeah,
an awesome
fucked
beard.
it.
But he was going to the hairdresser
Yeah.
or the barber to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it shaped like into a
Oh, yeah.
like a
yeah,
triangle.
yeah.
Once every month or
Yedinak
so.
does that too.
Yeah, Yedinak does that as well, doesn't
yeah,
he?
yeah. He goes to the barber.
You kind of
Gets it shaped.
have to.
Yeah, you do.
You know
Because
what?
it gets to the point, like, it's all well and good, and then it starts. So what happens is it grows down, like, say, to your neck or your chest, right? And then if he's, like, sitting like we are now, which is kind of leaning back, the beard sort of gets the pressure and starts flicking up.
Yep.
And so you look like you've got this fucked up donut around your... It's not handsome. Okay? It's not handsome.
Yeah.
I might
and
do
so
it,
then
though.
I'm
my,
the one...
my missus doesn't appreciate it.
I might do
I
it.
love the beard. I love the beard. So I just go, if you are
You
going
know
to have
what?
the beard, like, fucking go to the barber and get it done.
You know what? I'm going to grow up that long. Fuck it.
Go
Do
nuts.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to
Do
do
it.
it.
Takes longer
It's
than you think.
Yeah, it's winter. Do it.
Yeah, winter, it might hibernate though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it'll grow while you're sleeping. And then you'll have small little creatures that'll just,
Woodland creatures.
keep
You know
in
what?
there,
They'll be
take
like
keep in there.
fairies.
Yeah.
Like it was a South Park episode, the Witty Winks. Was it Wizzy Winks? What was the fucking...
I don't remember, but that was messed up.
Wow. So,
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay,
We're back.
We're back. Where did we go?
well, I told you about my D&D adventures and I'm spent, you fucks. You got your fucking ram.
Yeah, good.
Jesus Christ.
But I thought that was an appropriate segue.
It was a
into it.
segue.
It was good.
It was a segue.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
So, WoW today,
Yeah.
it's had various updates.
Yeah.
Where is it now?
All right. Well,
Compared to, do you think it's as good as it was, or
no,
has it gone off the
never
rails?
will be. It never will be.
Why?
So, because what's happened now is it caters to the masses. So, everyone that's going to listen
It's
to this.
sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out.
That's what we're gonna fucking do. You mark
I'm-
my
no,
fucking
no.
words. Patreon, here we come, you bitch.
This is my version of back in my day for WoW. Okay.
You're so old now. You used to tease me when you used to come and visit me at work. You should be like, "You're so old." I'm like,
So old.
you're-
Yeah.
No, that's a
Hey!
he has to
He
do
did
it.
it. He
He
did
has
it.
to do it. But you know what? That's his own medicine because he's Mussolini and he has to censor himself now. Well, cop that, you bullshit.
I've just noticed that was very loud.
Yeah. Ooh.
Are we recording?
Yeah. We're
Oh,
fucking-
good.
Oh, good. After all of that.
After all
no,
that.
well,
Where is it?
where it's now is so. Back when I started, I know that sounds very back in my day, and it is.
So when was that? 2004.
No, I started in about 2006 or 7.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you were probably into it when it was at its height of
Yeah,
popularity.
just at it. Yeah,
At the
at
peak?
its height. It was so I got into it in the expansion called Burning Crusade, and then it reached its peak in the one after called Wrath of the Lich King, right? And
I've had a burning crusade after eating some curry.
sorry, I'm going to sidetrack there.
Right.
You got to look at this Facebook video or like YouTube video where it's like my ass after eating curry, and it's this fucking sewage pipe that it's like spurting it out, and then suddenly
That's me, man.
explodes.
That's me. I
and
can't
just
do it.
like torrents, please.
I can't do it.
After eating curry, do a pipe. No, don't just Google that. It'll
My
probably.
ass after eating curry pipe.
Because I clearly don't care.
Is that
When
it?
When Mexican food hits the second time. I like the next one, clearing out a clogged pipe.
Hippo butt explosion.
Hey, listen, you know how we're talking about cats?
Yeah.
Because Sassy Suhini came over and
Yeah.
she saw the fucking smelly cat.
Yeah.
And she agrees he stinks. Has your cat ever done an arse explosion?
No, never.
Mine has.
Oh.
One night, no bullshit.
Yeah.
He went to the litter.
Yeah.
And he did his business. And I heard this. Right? And I'm not kidding. Cat shit literally went up the walls. I'm not
I
fucking.
love the noise.
He went.
It's like a small but intense explosion.
He
No.
fucking stinks, mate.
Man, she's never had explosive poop, but she's very meticulous with cleaning her butthole.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. And
I
you know
know.
what's happened to me? I've had a shower.
Yeah.
And he wants to be nice and he lays across me and he does that paw thing where he rubs my face and
Yeah.
he's trying to be nice. But then he gets up and he's left a smear of shit on my face. Have you had fucking cock
Oh
of a
my
cat?
God.
Yeah, he stinks, mate.
Your cat, he's got no hygiene.
He's a cock of a cat.
My cat, the other day, I was like, we were sitting on the couch watching some random shit, and my cat was just in one spot, and she she was going at a butthole, man. Like she was,
He doesn't lick
going
it.
well. And
He-
she's so particular. She spent a solid 40 minutes on that shit.
I'm trying to figure out how we got here.
I don't know.
No, this is what we do down there.
Yeah,
You understand
yeah.
why it's such a
Okay,
fuck
so
up?
it's WoW and now cat buttholes and how they clean it. Yeah.
Yep.
This is how this.
Anyway.
This is why this podcast is a fucking raging success, right? And I text him through the week. I go, you know why we're not doing very well? It's because our search, the description of each episode.
What do you say?
And he goes, well, what do I fucking write? Well, if I use this episode as an example, burning
swear-
assholes, cats licking assholes, World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what? I'm going to stick that as the description.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So where is it now? Like where?
Okay, so back, it was a lot harder. Like back in the day, you would have to do raids and it would be like 40 people, right, to form a raid, minimum. So like trying to get 40 people together, it took a lot of effort and time.
That's hard,
And
yeah.
and the stuff that you would get at the end, like your loot and your gear and everything, it was awesome. That's how the whole WoW community formed. Now, and like the whole concept of like, because the in-game world is fucking huge, right? To get from one side to the other, like, it takes a while. You know.
I guess this is my problem with World of Warcraft and
Yeah.
all MMOs is that I can't see the end game. That's
yeah,
my problem.
But
like,
that's right.
that's
and you're
my
right.
that's
It keeps
my
going
problem.
and going.
It
and
keeps
going.
going and going and
Yeah.
going. It's like whereas I was kind of raised and born and trained to get, I guess,
Yeah.
with the games that I've played,
Yeah.
that there's a start and there's a finish,
Yeah.
right? And I can see the end game. So if I play a game like, I'll use an example like Metro Exodus, which I just played and finished, I'll see that there's going to be an end to that game at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Whereas an MMO, it doesn't matter if it's WoW or it's what is it? Not Oblivion Online. What is it? Elder Scrolls
Elder
Online.
Scrolls Online.
Yeah. There's
But
no end game.
There's no end game, right?
Because
And I
the
just
law-
keep playing this shit, you know, like.
And like it's not even just a game because the lore behind all of WoW is
Evolves
pretty,
as well.
It's huge. Like people do books and
Fuck
there was
me.
a movie. Like the movie was so shit. But
I never watched it, but I remember you sending me a text
Yeah.
message going,
So
I
it was-
cannot believe what
I
I've fucking
can't-
seen.
People
I
have
can't
made Halo
unsee-
movies
yeah.
too.
Yeah, but that was more Microsoft movies published
Yeah.
on the Xbox
Yeah.
more than anything else. Fucks.
Yeah, no. Blame you for that.
Censor that,
Yeah.
you fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, look at
Now
They
it's,
deserve it.
Yeah, well, that was shit.
Yeah.
There was no need for that. There was no need for that. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
did what were you achieving by making those movies? And what were they achieving by saying, "Oh, when they got Steven Spielberg on the fucking stage and said, "Oh, we're making Halo movies." Made no sense at
Like,
all.
why?
Why? Who gives a fuck?
I know.
I'm going to buy Halo without you or
Because
with you
Well,
doing it.
see, Warcraft, it made sense why they made a movie because the lore piece in it is so
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And the reason why I came back after that panda bullshit, like,
Yeah, what
fuck me.
was the panda bullshit?
I
Tell me.
don't know. Okay, they just thought like someone was on drugs and got really high and thought, I'm going to put fucking pandas into this. It made no sense in the grand scheme of things. So when that shit,
I thought it was a crossover. Was it a crossover? No, it
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't. It was just retarded. That's what it was.
There was like an island of pandas, and they suddenly
Yeah,
got.
and they suddenly appeared,
Yeah.
and then they helped us with their feng shui, and there we were. It was so bad. I quit at that time, and then I came back because one of the main story arcs of the lore, like Burning Legion, etc., was like shit ton of demons and all cool shit. Came back, and I was like, "That's what I wanted. That's where I want the story to go. I want to see what happens." So then I came back and got addicted again, lost years off my life, and here we are.
I remember you sending me messages once in a while, just random messages going, I'm fucking hooked.
Yeah.
I can't leave the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I'm not coming
I go,
to work
I
today.
go, I haven't heard from you for years. Where are you? I'm in Perth.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Just random.
Seriously, those were the best years of my life because I didn't do uni straight after school. I went back to uni to do my masters when I moved to Perth. My parents were freaking awesome, and they were like, "Oh, great! You actually want to study? That's amazing. Never thought this day would come." Quit your job so that you actually get it over and done with, and you just live in our house for a while.
That'd never
Right?
happen for us.
Oh, no, we would have got kicked out. We would have gone, get a fucking job.
Yeah. Well, I
Pay
did,
your own
No, I
bullshit.
did get a fucking job, and I paid my own rent for years.
Let
and
me
then
fucking
my-
tell you about our fucking household. And I just thought of this. It just popped in my head. He fucking knows and probably thinks I should have said it years ago
Right.
on this podcast.
Okay.
The old man,
Yeah.
he'd get the phone bill and he'd sit down with a fucking highlighter, right?
Holy
And he'd say, right,
Who's been dialing these
right,
fucking
no. He'd sit there and go, right, sit down and we'll go through this fucking shit.
Line by
and
line.
he'd line by line, and he'd highlight every fucking STD. Because back then, even now, it's still STD, right?
Well, the internet was STD as well.
Yeah, everything was STD.
Dial
Right?
up.
And he'd be like, who fucking rang that number? You know, but here's the best bit. I'll fucking never forget this. It's a fucking cracking story.
Yeah.
Because he says, who made this phone call for 3 hours? It cost like, I don't know, $50. And you're like, what number's that? What number's... I didn't ring that number. That's none of my friends' number. Because a lot of my friends, particularly when I went to uni, if they were, say, in the like suburbs like Castle Hill area or somewhere like this, that was all STD numbers from home, right?
Yeah.
And quite often I'd say, yeah, you're right, Dad. I did ring that number, and that number was an STD phone call. I'll chip in, no problem, right?
Yeah.
And because people forget how cheap mobile phones are now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
No bullshit. I can remember paying... It used to cost 20 cents for an SMS.
Yeah.
And it used to cost 60 cents to connect to a phone call.
Yeah.
And then it was like 30 cents every minute. It was fucking bullshit to have a mobile phone. And so you never used your mobile phone literally in the 90s.
for emergencies.
Yeah.
It was for emergencies, no
only.
bullshit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
there wasn't any data because
Yeah.
it didn't have internet capabilities, right?
Yep.
And so he would sit down at the table and he'd go, who fucking did this? Who did this? Who did this? Right? He'd go through everything. And then one day, I'll never forget, this beautiful.
Yeah.
He goes, who the fuck? Fucking Jesus Christ, that fucking 3 hours on this fucking number. What the fuck's that number? You fucking did it. That's $30 or $50, whatever it was. And you'd be like, I don't know what that number of that is, Dad. I'll go through the phone, but no, it's not my number. And then you hear this little voice from the bedroom. Oh, I rang my sister in Mudgee. That was fucking Mum. She'd spent like 3 hours talking to my auntie in fucking Mudgee, which was an STD phone call. Right, and Dad'd go, because he wanted to give us some shit, and he'd go, oh. And he'd go, fuck, and the wheels are in his head, clicking going, what do I do? And then all he'd simply do is go, well, can't you fucking wrap it up in 5 minutes? You speak to each other all the time. Fucking what have you got to say in fucking 3 hours? Bullshit. Right? And then Mum would go, well, just because you don't talk to your sisters. And Dad'd go, well, because they got nothing to fucking say.
Oh, those are the days.
You've had 2 Rams today, you know what? Let's do it. Roll it, monkeys. And then unroll it, monkeys. That's your 2 Rams today, you fucks. Ingrates.
We've been blessed, for sure. For sure.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. You are blessed, for sure.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. With your rants, you
kind of interrupted.
you
I
bring
do
it into
that.
different areas, and then we end up in these voids of conversations. And when we emerge, we're different people. We've aged.
It's like
slightly
you know what it
aged.
is? It's like an interdimensional travel.
That's it.
Interdimensional aliens have come and taken our bodies.
Actually, just to carry on with the theme of cat buttholes.
Oh, that's where we were, yes.
Yeah. So
How could
you
I
know
forget?
how there was a black hole that was finally
Yes.
photographed, right?
It was.
Yep.
Did you see this?
I did.
This was
Yeah.
freaking amazing, amazing. And of course, the beautiful, beautiful thing that is the internet today
Fucked it all
has fucked it up and put that black hole on the image of a cat's anus.
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
like, all that time and effort and intelligence and money and taxes and everything that went into
This-
creating this beautiful image
Yep.
has now been plastered as the puckered butthole of a cat.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, no, we can't. This is why I play WoW. The real world is fucked up.
I don't like the real world either.
We've noticed.
I don't. I walk outside.
You
and
insulted an entire continent.
I did.
I'm so dying to hear this story.
Well,
We can't-
Mussolini won't let you hear it because he is a suppressive personality and he censors everything I ever do. And then he has the audacity to tell me you can't number the episodes ever again. And even Nervous Nafe still, to this very day, says, I'm confused.
I've also now got hearing problems.
But you say you want to be popular, right, with this thing? So
that's all I want.
you can't have it both ways, mate.
All I want
you
is-
can't insult a billion
if,
people.
you know-
You can't insult a seventh of the global population.
Well, what have they done for me lately? Except make me my fucking phone
Shit.
and my and
Stop! We started.
They made you
no.
lunch.
speaking of bumholes,
You got to go to the bathroom?
no, I want to talk.
Fucking bumhole.
You know what? We might as well condense this all into one,
Right.
Why?
huh?
What?
What do we?
I'm so confused right
I
now.
want to talk about thoughts.
Oh, thoughts.
No.
Oh, Thoughts. You know, I recently only found out what thoughts meant. Yeah. I mean, I knew
It's
what
a
it
terrible
meant.
word.
It sounds like splatting a fly
It's
with
not
a
a nice
shoe.
word,
It's
and
not
we
a
won't
nice
say
word.
because I will agree.
Yeah.
That's not a nice term.
No.
It's not an HR-friendly
No.
term.
No,
It's not.
And it's
Because I the reason why I bring it up, right,
You like
is
'em.
I do the maid lady,
Oh,
which Sassy Suhini was inducted to,
oh,
and you could tell by her face she wasn't impressed.
Her impression of you
She
went
was-
down a
yeah.
notch.
No.
She had a low impression of me driving up the hill. She's like, "Fucking,
Who is
where are you
this?"
taking to me?" You say you got a podcast? That's like a bullshit thing to me. Fuck, is this just like your secret scam to get girls in your car?
Yeah,
and then you
I was,
dump them? You
I was
fuck.
frantically sending my GPS location
She
to my
was.
husband. No.
So Yezniak's got like 100 messages going, pick me up at this point.
Oh, dear.
You'll find the Mercedes dumped on the side of the road by a couch. That's the trace.
Yeah.
You know he's a couch rapist. He leaves the couch at his fucking crime scenes. And then he burns them.
Oh, God.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about thoughts.
Yes.
Oh, have we said everything we wanted to say about WoW? Is there
we
anything?
have.
Is there anything else left you want? Have we spent? Are we spent? Because I've got very little to say about it because I don't know anything about
I know
it.
that's how we end up talking about D&D and get to puckered buttholes. I mean, I know I said that, but you led me there, okay?
I lead
Like-
people astray all the time. It's my gift.
We've noticed.
It's what I do.
No, I'm good. I'm good with WoW. And people should try it. But, you know, if they are going to try it, it's it's a massive time sink, so good luck.
Yeah, good luck with your fucking nerdness, you fucking... And while you're at it, make a spreadsheet over. Damage +2 if I use this
Dude,
attack.
you were the fucking dungeon master for D&D. You
I
can
admit
throw
it,
no stones. No stones.
Yeah, but this was back in the 90s.
It doesn't matter
redeemed.
when it was. It could have been...
I love the fact that it was when you're 18 when you're supposed to be trying to pull as many
Yeah,
chicks
exactly.
as
Yeah.
That's probably where it all went wrong.
It did. It
Okay.
did.
If you hadn't made that horrible move in your life...
Mate, I can tell
made
you
it.
one thing. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I admit it. You know what? This podcast is a confessional. Because when I finally snuff it, and Mrs. fucking Nobody has got millions of dollars, and she's driving around in a Mercedes, and she's burning all my new couches that I fucking obtained, right? Then
They probably got pretty well.
then she will know the truth that yes, I did play D&D in 1993 and 4, and I'll fucking throw another one at
God,
you.
no.
I might have played a game called GURPS too.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either, but I played it.
it. Okay, here's a question.
Yes.
Have you ever taken annual leave to, like, veg out on a game?
Yes.
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 Quite recently,
Yes.
in fact.
Yes.
Oh, so my husband and I always, whenever there's like a release of a new expansion for WoW, we will take a solid week
Yeah.
off.
I used to do it.
I'll pre-prep food.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we'd just order pizza, right? But now, because I'm a fossil, because I'm over 30,
Pre-prep.
yeah, I'm like, I don't want to live off pizza, so I will actually organize my freezer with a stockpile of food so I don't have to go anywhere. And
That's hardcore.
I
Oh
told
my
you, man.
God.
Like, I thought we're hardcore going
No.
to fucking midnight launches and taking the next...
I went to midnight
the
launches.
next
Where
day
do you
long.
think this Murloc
Oh,
is from?
what is that thing?
Does anyone know what a Murloc
No, I
is?
don't.
Okay, type in Murloc on YouTube and play it really
No,
loud.
he's fucking internet's really bad.
No, oh, really?
Will be-
No. It's Murloc. Okay. Do it with a C.
Murloc the magician.
No. Just C and then noise. Okay. Yeah.
Christ.
It's a scary motherfucker.
Yeah, they're small little things, but they're scary.
Audio's only going to come through my ear.
Oh,
my
that's a
headphones,
shame.
though.
But look, Murlocs are these little weird water creatures in WoW, and that make a very unique noise. I just put...
What are they? Enemies?
No, they're just neutral mobs that just annoy you when you travel through the land that is Azeroth, and they dismount you, usually.
So
They're
like
little pricks, basically.
They're little pricks, okay? But they're cute. And I just bought it today because it is part of the WoW culture. There was a song that was made about a Murloc. I don't know what it is, and I will not sing it for anybody because I don't know what it is.
does it go? I am a Murloc, hear
No,
me
it
roar. Roar.
No, but you know what? It's close to that. It was like this.
Of course it is.
The Murloc song?
No. Is that it? I am Murloc.
Is it I am Murloc?
No.
Hear me roar.
It's like a death metal song. What is? I remember there was some lyric. It goes, "I am more than a fish, but I'm not Aquaman,
There you
and
go.
death will rise from the something." Blah, 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 I am Murloc.
I am Murloc.
Yeah,
I love the name of the band, Utter Chaos.
Utter Chaos. Yes, Utter Chaos, because their guild I think was called Tauran Chieftain, which are cows.
This is the music playing in the background for those 2 listeners.
Is it coming on the audio? I don't know what we're fucking doing. This is probably the nerdiest podcast we've ever had.
It's fucking got a decent riff to it.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad. It was an actual band, and they all played WoW, and they created this song about Murlocs. And listen to it.
And stopping.
Yeah.
It's actually not. Doesn't sound too
It's not
bad.
terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
I've heard
But,
way worse shit than that.
yeah, that is what I want to say about WoW. That's what I end up on.
So you spent with WoW, but we aren't spent with thoughts because I want to.
Yeah, we're not spent with thoughts. We've got some thoughts that we want to talk about.
Well, we're
when it
at
comes to
nearly an
thoughts.
hour and a half, so you might want to do your thoughts.
You know what? I'm busting for a piss.
Shall we do a second episode on thought?
Yeah, I'm keen.
All right, done. Because I'm busting for a piss.
Yeah,
I
me
can't.
too,
I can't.
actually.
So it's caught. This is what we see. What happens? This room.
Yeah.
Is a room of bladder like perspiration. You just got to piss.
I don't even think I drank that much, and I peed before I got here.
But we had.
It's a 90-minute timer.
You know
Bang,
what? We
you're
had a
done.
guy on here, Spit Roast Steve. Right.
What is that name?
It's a great one.
That is so great.
Spit Roast Steve says I got to do a shit, and he just walked off. That was the end of the podcast. I'd like to say what episode number it was, but I can't fucking remember because Mussolini.
That one hasn't been up yet, mate.
Yes, it has.
No,
Oh no, it
it
hasn't.
hasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
because you know why? Because he puts them all in his little pocket,
Yeah.
and then suddenly releases it when he feels like it.
Yeah, but that's what people do.
Yeah, but I don't.
He
like
doesn't
it.
fucking get it.
Yeah.
It gives me grief over all this shit. The reason why we don't number the podcast is because I can then freely release
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Because then you can choose which episode comes out when.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, you are just that shitty talent that comes in and has a glorious moment for like 5 seconds in their life,
I've
and they go,
said before-
I'm going to call all the shots now.
I'm Stevie Nicks from the 70s. I want my bowl of Coke and my fucking Skittles, and I've told fucking Mussolini that I'll go. I'll leave this bullshit podcast, and I'll fucking get my own YouTube channel, and I won't have to drive up this fucking hill and go down Abduction Drive, and I fucking won't have to put up with the bullshit, and I'll do it all myself, but I can't figure out how to upload it to YouTube.
Yeah.
And you have a
I
cat that's
can't-
going to shit everywhere.
It fucking does. And it
Yeah.
stinks.
I was going to say, that will never happen because he will not figure out the technology to save his
Yeah,
life.
I know.
Because
Okay.
I still believe beta chords are pretty cool. I still think beta chords are the shit. And I still wish that we could go to the Civic video and just get beta chords.
Do you just want to go to Sega World really badly?
Yeah, I do. I fucking do.
I loved Sega World.
Yeah, Sega
All
World
right, I
is
got to
awesome.
pee.
No, we got to end the show. Don't fuck off like that. That's what Spit Roast Steve did, and it fucked me up. This has been Invert the Why episode number 2.1.5, 12.1, whatever it is. Stardate log, whatever the fuck. Thank you, Jason Relaxation, for being you. Don't go changing. Thank you, Sassy Suhini, for being part of the show. Thank you for the 2 listeners that have been listening. Thank you for Mum for letting us use your mum's basement. I'm sorry I ran it about. Wow, I can't help it. I've been trying to figure it out since 2004. It's a rabbit hole I can't get out of. It's like something else I got to improve in my life. Like some other bullshit.
Like
Like
your
why my
bladder.
cat can't lick his ass. Like fucking Sassy Suhini's can. Why can't he lick his ass? Because he's defective. I don't know, but I'm going to challenge him when I get home and say, lick your ass, you fuck.
That was amazing.
And you know what else you can do? Roll it, you fucking monkeys.